I grew up in Colon, Alabama. It's a part of Tuscaloosa County. In 1950, I stayed there until I was 18 years old. I graduated high school. Then I came to Boston. 1968. Well, we lived in the country, so.
What did you do outside of school? Like for fun, like on the weekends?
There wasn't very much to do. On the weekends, that was the time, to do all your chores. On Saturday, that was major chores had to be done, you know, going into the week, because in the week, we'd either be at school or parents would be working. So we had to get the house in order. And then we played with the children in the neighborhood because we lived so far from the school. We were bused. Play with your sisters and brothers and your cousins, that was your fun. And it was good because we made up all of our games and everything. We didn't have computers and we didn't have, what do you call them? PS4. We didn't have all those things. So, you had to make up your own activities. And it was good because you used your imagination.
Tell me an overview about your high school experience.
Well, during the time I went to high school, I went to an all-black high school. And initially we had all-black teachers. And in the 11th grade, they integrated white teachers into the school, but no white children. So I went to school with all-black kids. We got a very good education. We learned about everything. I played the flute in the band.
What was the best part about high school?
I don't know. I overall, I like learning and I like reading. So I was into my books most of the time.
What is something that was really hard to do that's easier to do now? So like somewhere to go.
Well, when we were growing up, we didn't have access to very many cars. You might have one car in the family. So a lot of if we had to go to the store, which could be 5 miles from the house, you would have to walk. So we did a lot of walking. Or you went to visit your aunts or your uncles, you had to walk because, transportation wasn't available. But, nowadays, everybody has a car. We didn't go in town that much, and when we did, back then a lot of things were segregated. And you see on TV where it says colored only, white only for the bathrooms and the water fountains.
Mm-hmm.
I experienced that. And if we went to a movie theater, black sat in the balcony, and you'd have to go in through a side door. You couldn't go in through the front. But, we still had fun. You're not. We went to have fun, so we had fun. And we experienced some of the sit-ins and some of the demonstrations at the cafe counters and stuff. But we survived it. Okay, I can tell you a very personal experience. My mom, my sister, and I, we were shopping in, I believe it was Kmart, and we were followed around. And at some point, one of the employees stopped me. Then they accused me of stealing a pair of earrings. And they took me into a room and they searched me without my mom being there. They didn't find anything. And then they had to let me go. But that was very scary, because you think you're going to jail for something you really didn't do. But back then, they could accuse you of things and then they could make it be real. So you really, I didn't know what the outcome was going to be. So that was very, very scary. I think some people still experience this to this day. When they see a black person coming to the stores, they follow you for no reason, but they want to make sure you're not stealing anything or doing anything you don't want to, you weren't supposed to. I remember one experience where the kids went in and they sat in being defiant or trying to prove a point that they belong there. Mm-hmm. And it caused an uprising,